Congressman Ed Case. Thank you for being with us. I'm sure you had a late night like so many others did, and waking up to a different political climate this morning. First of all, congratulations on winning re-election in your seat. How are you gauging not only your own feelings this morning, though, with that changing landscape and that of your constituents here in Hawaii?
Sure. Well, obviously, in the presidential election level, it's not the result that I wanted, nor a distinct majority of my constituents. Nonetheless, our country has chosen. It was a fair election. It was an election in which President Trump prevailed, and that's what the country wants to do. And my job is to be a part of that country, to contribute to leadership where I can, to be part of the loyal opposition where I cannot agree with the president or some of my colleagues in Congress. My job is to try to find solutions where I can, to debate and make decisions where I need to, and to advance Hawaii in Congress and to help our country proceed in a very difficult time in our life and difficult world.
Many people feel that this term, many people on the Democratic side of the aisle feel that this term could be, possibly more dangerous, in some people's view, President Trump's second term in office than his first term. Do you think that that's a possibility? Do you think that, as many people are saying, he's aligning himself with people that will not provide those guardrails while he's in office?
Well, if anything we know about President Trump, he's unpredictable, and we don't know what the outcome is going to be. I mean, his first term, I served in Congress during his first term. There were certainly things I disagreed with him on during that time, and there were things where I felt I could work with that administration and did so. Again, I think our system is designed to provide checks and balances against abuses of power. President Trump has definitely demonstrated that he'll push the limits of power, and our job is to try to provide those checks and balances where we need to. So I hope that our system is sufficient from a guardrail perspective to control any abuses. I would also note that as we sit here today, first of all, the Senate is not fully decided. It's going to be a Republican Senate, but the Senate takes a supermajority to work in most cases, and the House is still undecided. And whatever happens in the House is going to be a very, very slim majority. Neither caucus in the House is a united caucus, and so there's plenty of opportunity there to not only find the solutions where we can all work on, regardless of whether President Trump wants to go there or not, and also to provide the necessary checks where that is warranted.
Very good. Let's focus on some positives as you go in back to work in that next Congress. What are going to be some of your priorities?
Well, my priorities focus many times on my committees. I'm obviously focused on our economy. That was clearly the issue of the day, both nationally and here in Hawaii, where we saw a significant number of the voters actually vote for President Trump. I think the final tally was 36%. And those voters are focused on the economy, and we're all focused on the economy. It's not a partisan issue. We have to have a strong economy. We have to have a strong fiscal situation for our country, which is in very precarious position right now. And finally, we have to have a strong national defense because, Russia and the People's Republic of China didn't wake up this morning being different countries, didn't wake up with a different agenda in the world. They're just as dangerous as they were, if not more so at this point. And so my focus is going to continue to be especially on trying to grow our economy, on trying to make sure that our government finances are solid, and on a strong national defense. I'm going to keep on doing that on my Appropriations Committee, Subcommittee on Defense, and Homeland Security. Those are primary priorities for me, and they're going to be important for us here in Hawaii, given that we're in the Indo-Pacific. Regardless of who's president, that's going to be the case. Now it's going to be under President Trump.
Good. Kind of a different question for you. Vice President Kamala Harris did not address her supporters last night, and it was late. Do you think that was the right move? And what do you think her message needs to be to your party as we move forward into this new political landscape?
I don't fault her for not addressing the supporters last night. It was still uncertain as most people in the country went to bed. After all, it was 3 in the morning when President Trump gave his speech, and things were not completely decided. And I think it was right of her to wait until they were decided. I have no expectation that she will in any way, shape, or form do anything else than do a very gracious concession to concede defeat and to congratulate President Trump and to pledge to work with him where she can and to pledge to be the opposition where she cannot. Let's not forget, 50% of this country or thereabouts voted for her. And so we've got a divided, polarized country. She represents half the country. President Trump evidently represents the other half of the country. And somehow we have to make that work. We have to get this country united on the major issues that we face, the challenges that we face, and she has a part of that, and so does the president as the president.
Very good. Representative Ed Case, thank you for being with us today. I know you've had a late night and a busy morning, I'm sure, making the rounds and talking to your constituents. We appreciate you being here with us
Thank
today.
you very much.
All right. You're watching Sunrise on Hawaii News Now. We'll be right back.